this striking move, Representative Jasmine Crockett, D. Texas, took aim at President Donald Trump during a move-on event in Phoenix, Arizona, bluntly referring to him as a piece of shit. This bold statement was just the tip of the iceberg, as Crockett went on to criticize the involvement of Senate Republicans and the U.S. Supreme Court in Trump's recent controversial decisions. What made Crockett's remarks particularly noteworthy was her accusation of bribery and corruption among Supreme Court justices. She argued that these justices had failed to uphold ethical standards, instead enabling what she saw as Trump's abuse of power. Crockett called for stricter ethical guidelines to be implemented for Supreme Court justices, emphasizing the need for accountability within the highest judicial body in the land. But here's where it gets even more contentious. Crockett also expressed deep concern about racially biased redistricting efforts in Texas. She described these practices as racist and anti-democratic, highlighting how they undermine the voting power of minority communities. This issue resonates with many who believe that fair representation is crucial for a democratic society. In response to these challenges, Crockett urged Democratic leaders to take action against Trump and his supporters in Congress. She stressed the importance of holding Republicans accountable for their actions, suggesting that this is a critical step towards restoring integrity to the political process. Earlier this year, Democrats attempted to address some of these issues by reintroducing the Supreme Court Ethics, Recusal, and Transparency Act. This legislation aimed to establish enforceable ethical standards for the Supreme Court. However, given the lack of Democratic control in both the House and Senate, the bill's progress has been stalled. And this is the part most people miss. While the debate over ethics and transparency in the Supreme Court is ongoing, the impact of racially biased redistricting continues to shape elections across the country. It serves as a stark reminder of the ways in which political decisions can have far-reaching consequences for marginalized communities. So, what do you think? Should there be stricter ethical guidelines for Supreme Court justices? And how can we ensure that redistricting practices promote fair representation for all Americans? Share your thoughts in the comments below.